Hey yogis, welcome, and I'm so glad to see you in my class today. I am Jade Ocean, and today we're going to be doing a flow, a nice little power flow for the entire body, a lot of hip stuff, so a lot of hip opening, external rotation, a lot of balancing stuff. It's the entire body, and I call it my 360 flow around. So we're going to be moving around the mat, so there's no front and back really, it's just all over, okay? So please do have possibly maybe 2 blocks, but 1 block for sure, and then also a strap for today, or something like a strap. So either a dog leash or just something that's rope-like and long, so you can use it for stretching, okay? So when you're ready, let's go ahead and meet on the mat. We're gonna lay down in supine like we're in our Shavasana pose. So go ahead and find a comfortable laying down position on your back. Let's settle here for just a bit. Extending your legs out in front of you, and we're just going to find our alignment here. Okay, so go ahead and tuck your shoulder blades. Shoulder blades are behind your back. We're going to tuck those guys under and then draw your shoulders down. Make sure your head is in a neutral position, so we don't want to tilt it back and we don't want to tilt it forward. I have a clip, so just kind of ignore that, but we want our chin about parallel with the bottom of the mat. So deep inhale here, create length in your spine, so drawing all the way up through the crown of the head. Make sure your neck is nice and comfortable, and then you have nice space in the neckline, so no crunching or crowding the neck. Okay, and then let the arms just fall open to the side with the palms up towards the ceiling or the sky. And then what we want to do is to be sure that our back's not, hyper arching in the lower back. We want to just draw our tailbone down just a little bit, tucking it, so then it limits the space between the floor and our back there. And then what happens is our legs want to just fly open to the side when we do that. So just once again correct it by drawing your legs in towards each other, and then we'll let them just fall. So full inhale here again, let's lengthen up. Exhale, go ahead and relax your feet, let them fall where they want to fall. Let the shoulders just drop, let the arms fall open and curl, let them be. We're just going to connect with our breath here right now. So again, nice full inhale. Filling up the lungs, filling up the side body, so breathing into the back of the heart. Filling up, nice and full. And exhale, nice, slowly controlling the exhale, nice and soft. Again, full embrace of inhale. And breathing fully into the belly and the lungs, side body. And then very slowly begin to exhale, open mouth. Let's begin to connect with our Ujjayi breath. I do recommend maybe skipping this if you have any nasal issues, so maybe some allergies going on, or you just feel a little nasally and congested. So otherwise, let's find our Ujjayi breath. If this is not for you, just continue breathing what's most comfortable for you. Ujjayis, we're constricting the back of the throat just a little bit, so we'll begin to hear like a soft whispering or ocean-like sound. So deep inhale through the nose, and then we're going to begin to exhale through the nose, restricting, creating that soft, subtle sound. And I want you to think as you exhale, just to firm the belly, so drawing the navel in towards the spine, so we're dropping the navel down, and then just pulling it up a little bit. And then inhale, so we're expanding our collarbone, filling our heart, lifting our heart, drawing that space between our vertebrae. Exhale, again, firming the belly. Soften our ribs. Our ribs, when we inhale, like to protrude out, so they like to fill up and then stick out. So we want to just let them settle and soften into the body, absorbing into our body. So again, let's just keep breathing here. Let's do a few times on your own. So remember Ujjayi breath, or whatever feels comfortable to you. Nice and slow. Controlled exhales, full inhales. Continue breathing, just noticing how your body's feeling right now, maybe taking a little inventory of your entire body, so starting with your feet, maybe working your way up through your knees, your thighs, the outer legs, feeling how your pelvis feels, what you're maybe trying to resist, if it wants to overarch or if it feels like it's tucking too much. Just noticing that. Maybe not necessarily trying to force anything right now. We just want to notice it, and then just keep that in mind. Deep inhale. Remember, soften the shoulders down, creating space in the neck, relaxing the jaw, relaxing the face. Just maybe noticing how the mind feels right now. Any thoughts that maybe you brought on your mat with you today, it's okay. It's normal. This is just the way life goes. We think of things, we worry sometimes about stuff, and it can be a little bit hard to let go of it. So just let's try to think of this moment here on our mat, this time when you practice, is a time for only you, nothing else matters, nothing else can serve you in this moment. It's just you and your mat. You're here to nourish your body, nourish your mind, create ease and quietness, and just a little bit of self-study. So bringing awareness into the thoughts of how you feel, what your mind is thinking, and then being able to just let that go, and then just work with what you have. That's what our intention should be. Anytime we come onto our mat, it's just to notice and let it go, and do the best that you can do, and try not to force, because when we force things, it's that retaliation. So what happens is you push, and then there's a push back. So we want to just lightly, just maybe walk through it, and then allow that, that thing that we're walking through to settle and soften and allow change. Because anytime you try to force it, it's just not going to work. It's that much harder. I have to build trust, and that includes trust with your body and your mind. Keep breathing. Sometimes I go on a tangent, I apologize, but it is very good to try to set a little bit of awareness and, draw the mind to the body. One deep, full inhale. Open mouth exhale. Letting go of all the thoughts. Here we are, right here on our mat. So just honor yourself being here once again, making sure not to hold any expectations with your body. Just let it be, and just allow it to serve you as it can. And one more inhale. Through the nose, exhale. Okay, we're going to start to bring some movement to our body. So let's go ahead and bring our right leg straight up. Good. And we're going to keep our left leg down into the floor. So actively pulling our heel, our left heel, down into the floor. What happens is when we lift that left leg, we need to reiterate drawing that right hip down, because it wants to come up too. So creating that length in the right torso, or maintaining it as we move the leg up. So don't feel, again, that you need to force the leg up. Just come up to what feels natural. We're firming the thighs now down towards the body, so it's up, but it's down towards the body. And then we're going to bend the knee and just draw the knee into the chest. So you may feel a little bit of maybe warming building up in the left leg. Reach out with your arms and grab your knee. You can clasp the hands. We're going to just draw the knee into our chest, and then actively keep pulling that left leg away from us. I like to keep my toe flexed up towards the ceiling or sky, just up. And deep inhale here again, realigning yourself, always coming back to the checkpoints of softening the ribs, lengthening the spine, firming the belly. We're going to create these little rotations here, wide rotations. So actively using our hands and our arms to pull in as we pull out with the leg, okay? So we're pushing the knee against the hands, and then we're just going to rotate, opening up, keeping the arms. Try to keep the shoulders towards the floor, but keep the arms engaged. So let's do 5 times. So 4 more times, big rotation. You can point your toe as well, that helps. Sometimes when we flex too hard in the toe and we need to put focus in the hip, draws that attention to the toe and the foot, and we want the attention to go, that energy to draw into the hip, to nourish and open the hip, lubricating the joint. And then when you're ready, bring the knee back in, and let's rotate the opposite direction. So rotating whichever way you went last time, we're going to go the opposite way. keeping the belly nice and firm, keeping that left leg actively pushing into the floor nice and straight. Yep, flexing that toe and keeping your rotating toe pointed possibly. Nice big rotations. Keep breathing. When you're ready, release that foot to the floor so your knees up, pointed towards the ceiling or the sky. A deep inhale, extend the arms out to the side. Exhale through the nose. Go ahead and grab your strap. And then we're going to bring the knee back into the chest. Wrap the strap around the ball of the foot, so a little bit above the arch. We're going to extend the foot up, straightening the leg, possibly maybe out towards the corner or pointing away from you a little bit. It doesn't have to necessarily be up. We want to keep that left leg actively pushing on the floor. Remember, keeping that right hip down. So you may want to just grab the strap with your left hand and then just pull that hip down just to feel it. Keep this toe now flexed. So we want to keep this foot flexed. And deep inhale. And exhale, just holding here, maybe loosening up on the strap so that then your elbows can touch the floor. Create a little bit of ease in that upper body. Deep inhale, rocking the foot back and forth, maybe very slowly and controlled. Keep breathing, nice and slow, controlled breaths, guys, controlled breaths. And then let's go ahead and grab our strap. Deep inhale again, lengthening up through the heel. And then exhale, let's open that leg out to the side. So keeping our left hip glued onto the floor. Do not let it lift up. So just coming down as far as you can, maybe extending your left arm out to create that weight, that balance, so we don't just roll over to the side. Deep inhale here. Try to keep softness in that right arm, even though we're pulling up. So we're pulling our right foot up, and then we're keeping that right hip down. Exhale through the nose, maybe Ujjayi breath. And Ujjayi builds a little bit of a cooling. So as we build this heat up in our bodies and warm up, Ujjayi is really nice because it keeps us, our temperatures maybe a little bit more contained, or at least we feel a little bit better. Deep inhale here. You'll notice possibly, everybody's different, maybe a little stretching in that left hip, the leg that's straight actively out in front of you. And inhale, coming back up. Straight up again. Exhale, refirming, realigning. Go ahead and now you can grab the strap with your left hand, moving the straps into your left hand. Extend your right arm out to the side. A deep inhale here, pulling that right hip down again, and then we're going to very slowly and carefully stretching out our right side of our leg, moving it in towards the left side. Good, trying to keep that right hip on the floor as much as possible. Maybe loosening up on the strap so our arm's not pulling up, so we don't want to be yanking like this. We just want our elbow on the floor. We're just kind of guiding. We're holding actively the leg. Don't forget about that left leg, keeping it actively pushing into the floor. Inhaling into the tight spots. Exhale. It's almost like that tension when we draw the energy, that oxygen into our body, that energy goes into those areas that we feel tightness, and just lets it know it's okay. Everything's going to be okay. And then when your body notices that, it like releases itself. So as you exhale, it's releasing that stress, saying, okay, I think I'm ready to go a little deeper here. So if you do feel that way, feel free to each breath, you can go a little bit deeper. Not too much, no forcing, just allowing your body to let you know when it's okay. And inhale, bring it back up. Rebend the knee. Go ahead and remove your strap. We're going to extend that leg out. Notice how you feel, how your legs feel. You can slap the legs. So I'm just doing a little blah, 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 just to kind of wake them up. Let's do the same thing. You put your strap off to the side here. We're going to do the same thing with the left leg. So inhale, we're going to lift that left leg up towards the sky. Now we're actively drawing that right heel into the floor. So then what do? We pull that left hip down to make sure that we maintain an equal length in the torso best we can. Remember to soften the upper body, always taking that check. Soften the ribs, create length, soften, okay? Lengthening and softening. And go ahead and bend the knee into the chest. Here we go with our rotations. Grab your hands out to the side, maybe clasping them around the knee. Remember, we're actively drawing the knee in, pulling with our arms. Gently, not too forceful. Right foot is flexing up towards the ceiling or sky, and then we're just going to make these rotations. So I like to point my toe. It just makes the grace of it a little bit better. And then rotating big active circles. If you like, you can extend your right arm out to the side, just pulling with your left arm into the knee. Nice and slow. Make sure you maintain your breath. When we're moving in all directions, breathing is so important because sometimes we get, a little bit lightheaded or dizzy. So breathing, especially for today's practice, is probably the very most important part. If you don't breathe, it could cause some problems. So make sure that you maintain your breath, keep breathing, and slow down. Go ahead and rotate the opposite direction. Nice, full, big rotations. Keeping that left hip pulling down, drawing down. Don't let it raise up on you. Keep the breath going. Good. And then when you're ready, let's go ahead and extend the leg back up. So straight leg could be pointed at the corner. Again, we're going to realign ourselves. Inhale here, creating length. Exhale, release the foot down to the floor. Open the arms out to the side. Inhale. Let's draw the knee back in towards the chest. We're going to grab our strap this time. We'll wrap it around the ball of the foot, so the bottom of the ball of the foot. And then extend the leg back up. And then find that right tension so your arms can get down, retucking the back, drawing the shoulders, down away from the ears. And deep inhale here, allowing that foot to flex fully. You'll notice maybe some stretching in the calf. Everybody's different, but that's where I feel mine. Exhale, and you may be over here, and that's perfectly fine. That's just as wonderful. It's just about finding that feeling. It doesn't matter where we are all unique and all different. So just embrace that. It's okay. Rocking the leg maybe side to side very slowly and carefully. Re-softening the upper body, making sure the neck is not crunching. You're nice and soft in the neck as well. Okay, so we're going to come to the outside. So grabbing the strap in the left hand, and then you can extend your right arm out to the side. Inhale, lengthening up through the heel. Exhale, let's begin to, and you can shorten your strap just until you extend out. Just going into what feels comfortable. Maybe all the way down. You maybe notice cracks in the leg, just like I did. Deep inhale here, then go ahead and release the strap a little bit so there's not so much tension on the arms. Keeping that right hip pulled down into the floor as much as possible. Remember, left hip is drawing down away from the ear. Inhale, allowing that inner thigh to open. Allowing this hip flexor here, the front of the hip, to bend without a lot of tension. So building trust in that bending motion. Keep the breath going. One more breath. And let's bring the leg back up to straight. Switching the strap into the right hand. Again, realigning yourself, drawing the hip down. We're going to inhale here. Creating space, extending the left arm out to the side, and then here we go. We're going to stretch out that left side leg, which can be a little bit intense. Remember, we're actively keeping that right leg straight, pressed into the floor and flexed at the foot, and then we're trying to keep that left hip pulling into the floor as well. So no lifting and curling out to the side. We want to stretch the leg, not the spine right now. So spine is still neutral. We're keeping the spine as straight as possible. We're not rotating around it. This is only for the leg to stretch. And deep inhale into those spaces of tension, of energy, maybe uncomfortable energy. If it feels too much, back off just a little. Softening the shoulders again, the ribs, firming the navel, the belly. Always keeping our core nice and strong. Unless we're in Shavasana. but always strong. And 2 more cycles of breath here. Drawing that oxygen into the belly, into the chest, filling up. When you're ready, bring your leg up as you inhale. Exhale, let's bend the knee, remove the strap off to the side. And then extend your leg out. Deep inhale, extend the arms up. Reaching, so we're reaching up by the ears, reaching up past the head. Reaching through the toes, you can flex the toes now out, away from you. Exhale, begin to just firm the belly. So you'll notice a little banana shape. So we're not really moving anything except for firming the belly and pulling the tailbone down. So again, reaching, let the front body just open. Exhale, drawing the belly into the body. Good. You'll notice the arms maybe lift a little bit. So keeping the triceps are the outer arms here. We want to keep them facing up, so wrapping them up. Anytime our arms are going overhead, it's very important to draw them in towards each other and then wrap those triceps up. It protects our shoulders. We don't want to cause any problems with our shoulders. Very delicate. Very strong, but very delicate. Again, firm the belly. Good. And then inhale, relax everything back down to the side. Let's go ahead and lift our legs up. So we're going to use our torso, draw our tailbone down. Use our belly, firming the legs up, extending them out towards the side. So we're opening like we just did, but now both feet. Bringing them back in, lowering them back down to hover to what feels comfortable. Also, too, just a little tip before we move on, you can release your feet to the floor. This helps if you draw your hands, tuck your shoulder blades, draw your hands under your bum flesh, so on the sides, not necessarily underneath, but on the sides. It helps as you pull the tailbone down, it helps with your back. So if you have a little soreness in the back, this is a really good thing to do. It'll help just a little bit. So again, lifting your legs up, using your core, just like we did with the breathing exercises. Lifting the legs straight up and then opening them out. Opening them out. Good. Actively drawing those. We want to draw the thighs down, keeping them nice and firm. Exhale, lifting back up. Inhale again. Exhale, lowering the legs back down. Good. Bringing them right back up, opening them out to the side, closing, lower. Keep breathing. Inhale as we open. Exhale as we lower. Inhale as we open. Exhale as we lower. Inhale. Only lower to the point where you feel no tension, no pain on the back. So if that means just coming to here, that's perfectly fine. If you need to bend your knees, that's perfectly fine as well. When you're ready, release your feet to the floor, open your arms up. Deep inhale here. Exhale. One more time, we're going to extend the feet out in front of us. We're going to open, lower this time, so we're making a V a little bit lower. Close, lift one leg, lower, open, close, lift the other leg, lower, open, close, lift one leg, low, open, close, left, close, lower, open, close, lift, lower, open, close, lift. One more time, lower, open, close, and lift. And go ahead and release the feet to the floor. Let's just twist our knees over to the left side, open the arms up, inhale, a little bit of core there. Exhale, soften. One more breath. Give you a little break here. Inhale, bring the knees up, and draw them into the chest. Maybe moving them around. You can bring your arms around them as well. Apanasana. Okay, and then release the feet to the floor again. We're going to let the knees fall to the opposite side, keeping our left shoulder on the floor. Deep inhale here. So now we are twisting the spine, opening our left, maybe like lower back area on the side, the hip possibly. It just depends on your body. Deep inhale, breathing into those areas. Exhale. Let's go ahead and bring the knees back up. Now we're going to do some rocks and come on up. So rocks are, we're going to firm our belly, We're just going to use our elbows, place them on the floor right next to us, shoulders down, same alignment. We're just going to use our forearms too, rocking onto the hands, using our core, using our toes, just to rock up, keeping our belly nice and firm. And then when you're ready, go ahead and rock up. You can cross your legs in front of you. We're just going to come to our tabletop Vinyasa pose, okay? So shoulders over the wrists. Make sure your wrists are in line. Don't measure by the fingers because sometimes our hands are different lengths, so just measure by your wrist. Make sure your wrists are parallel to the front of the mat or one of the fronts of the mat. And then knees are underneath your hips. A deep inhale here. And exhale, firming the belly in. So what we're doing is we're pressing evenly through the palms of the hand. Really important anytime we're on our palms, this has to happen. We got to make sure that we're pressing throughout the entire palm. If we put too much pressure on our lower palm, it causes a lot of wrist issues. So if you notice some wrist pain, that may be your problem. Just opening up the forearms, which we're going to do right now, and the wrists and the hands helps a lot. So maybe do it a little bit more often daily. So let's inhale, pressing into the palms, lifting up through the arms. So we're rooting up through the arms and then drawing our collarbone open. Okay, our spine, our belly into our spine. We're going to lift our tailbone just to create a neutral spine. So we're not back bending and we're not arching or anything like that, okay? No arching and no forward folding, rounding the back. A deep inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and lift the palms and point your fingers out to the sides. So you can still have them under the shoulders. We're just going to rotate, make rotation. So actively using your legs. You can have your toes flipped over. You can be on the tops of the toes. I like to use my toes as well to open them as well. So deep inhale with one rotation all the way around. So breathing into the body as you move. And then exhale. So what we're doing is the rotation's allowing us to move from one side of the hand to the other, opening it. And then as we move side to side, we're opening from the wrist to the fingertips. So this is really good for, I think, everybody. But it's one of those things where a lot of us, we don't do this with our hands, and then it gets really tight, and this just moves up the body. So, and it's pretty close to our face. So it's just really nice to open your hands up. We're so used to gripping things, hanging on tight to life, that it's really nice just to open things up and build some trust and allow the arms some rest, not clenching so much all the time. So when you're ready, come to the top. Let's switch the rotation, nice and slow. Keep the breathing going. Nice big rotations, enough to not put too much pressure in the hands, but to actively use the entire body, so using the legs as well. Keep going, and keeping the neck in line with the spine, so don't let it drop down, keeping it neutral with the spine, not back like this, but neutral, lengthening. And then when you're ready, go ahead and walk the hips back just a little bit and the hands back, and then we're just going to place the palms back on the floor, but our fingers are pointed towards us. So here I like to flip over the toes and come onto my shins. Shins are the bottom of the legs. So I'm just going to inhale, lifting up, arching the chest up, coming up onto more so the fingertips, so I'm allowing myself to just roll the hands. So opening up more in the fingertips. And then exhale, rounding, lifting the belly up, spreading the shoulder blades away from each other. Inhale again, lifting up. So we're doing our cat-cows here in this sort of like a Virasana pose while we open our wrists. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Exhale, rounding the back, firming the belly in, opening the shoulder blades, so stretching out the back as well. Inhale, lifting up, coming up a little bit higher onto the fingertips. Exhale. So as we exhale, we're rounding the back, stretching deeper into the back and deeper into the palm. As we inhale, we're lifting the palm up just a little bit and pressing away from us, and that's stretching the fingers a little bit more. So we're getting the entire hand. So when you get ready, go ahead and let's just stretch the arms in front of us. So we're going to come back into our tabletop and then extend one leg back followed by the other. Let's come into our plank. So plank, we want to firm our tailbone down, firm the belly up, pressing the floor away, evenly pressing into the palms, triceps spinning back. Remember, our arms are raised even though we're facing the floor. They're still raising up away from our body. And deep inhale here. Neutral neck. Don't let it drop. Don't let it cork back. We want to keep it neutral. Pressing up, rooting into the floor evenly, grounding ourselves, keeping the ankles in line with the heels. Good, and the toes. Exhale, let's bend the knees to hover. So we're bending the knees as we press. So you can walk up just a little bit, bend the knees, hovering those hips right above the knees. So it's like a tabletop, but now we're hovering off the floor. So keeping your core nice and strong here. Inhale, walk back to our plank. Lower the knees, press the hips back, opening the knees up. Let the body just fall into our nice little child's pose here. Balasana is really nice just to come to anytime you feel uncomfortable, maybe lightheaded, just a little bit tired, maybe achy or anything like that. This is just a really nice resting point or rejuvenating, recouping point. So always come here when you feel the need to, or you can sit up. You don't have to be in Balasana. You don't have to forward fold like that. So let's come back into our plank. And go. We're going to lift the hips up and back, coming into our down dog, our first Adho Mukha Svanasana. So pressing the hips up and back, keep rooting into the floor, creating this nice, long, energetic line from our wrist all the way out through the sacrum. So we're pressing the sacrum up away from us, lifting the pelvis up off of our torso. Again, same alignment. Inhale to just draw that sacrum up as we pull the sternum towards the floor. Exhale, soften the ribs now into the body still. Firming the belly up. Good, relaxing the heels, stretching out the toes, bending the knees if need to create a nice straight spine. You can walk up, find your nice natural. So a good point here is usually when you roll forward into your plank and press back, that's about where you should be aligned. You want to be able to roll forward. Sometimes it's a little bit different, and that's okay if it is, but just about that. And deep inhale here. Exhale, let's go ahead and do that roll forward into our plank. Exhale, stay for the inhale. Creating space, firming the tailbone down towards the heels, drawing our side bodies, so we're pulling our side bodies in, our hips in towards each other. And then exhale, lifting the hips up and back. Good, let's lift our right leg straight up. So we're coming into three-leg dog. Bend, feel free to bend the left knee if need to, but keep pressing into the floor, lifting the sacrum. Draw that right hip down just a little. Don't let it raise up. And we're spinning our inner thigh of the lifted leg up. So our toes are pointed straight. They're not out to the side. Draw it into the chest, lower it straight down, lowering the back knee. So our front foot is going to be underneath the knee. Make sure your knee is above the heel. And then back knee is lowered. We're uncurling the back toes. Deep inhale here. Good. Just taking a break. Exhale, drawing the right hip in. Inhale, let's extend, lifting the right arm up towards the sky or the ceiling. It's a little bit of a twist here. We're rooting down through that left arm, that left palm nice and evenly, lifting up through the arm. Exhale. Go ahead and lower the hips down. We're just going to aim our right arm from up to now behind us. Big inhale again, lifting up. Exhale, lower, aim to our back leg. Inhale, lifting up. Lower the hip, aim towards the back leg. Make sure that your front toe is nice and soft to move with the knee. So if your knee begins to open to the side a little bit, lift the toe and allow it to follow. One more time, lift and lower. Lift, bring your right hand back towards the floor, uncurl, curl the back toes under, lift that back leg up. We're going to move the palms, lower the back heel down, and rotate the knee and the toes forward towards the long edge of your mat. Lifting the left toes up, and deep inhale here, lifting the left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, reaching towards that left straight leg. Nice and low here, allowing that left inner thigh to just stretch and open, keeping the core nice and strong. Deep inhale. Exhale, release. Let's roll back over to the inner edge of the foot. We're going to walk the hands out towards the side, pressing off from our toes, coming straight out. We're gonna walk in a nice big wide plank, bending the left knee, and now repeating, doing the same thing, lowering the right heel onto the floor. We're on the inner edge of the right foot. We're bending the left knee. We're just gonna do the same exact thing. So lifting the right arm up towards the sky, lift the right toes up towards the sky now, and then exhale, reaching towards the right foot. Good, staying on the toes of the left foot, nice and low, allowing your left arm to support you and help you. Keeping that right hip pulled in, creating space in that torso area on the right side, not just dumping into it. Exhale, let's go ahead and turn. We're going to come up onto the toes, the back toes, twist the front knee and toes forward onto now the short edge of the mat. We're going to place our hands on the inner, the inner of the left foot. Release the back heel down, or the back knee down, uncurl the toes. Deep inhale here, pressing into the right palm. Inhale to twist, lifting up towards the back. Again, left arms up towards the sky, keeping the left hip in, pulled in towards the body. Exhale, drop the hips, maybe pick up the knee and move it. Remember, knee moves with feet. So feet and knee move at the same time. Reach behind you, inhale. Reach behind you. 3 more times. Inhale, reach, inhale, reach, inhale. 1 more time, reach. Perfect. Bring the hand back to the floor. Curl the back toes. We're going to lift the back knee up. Draw the left knee into the chest and push it back to meet the left foot. So deep inhale here. Good. In our plank, exhale, lowering chaturanga. You feel free to use your knees, so you can drop the knees, your first one. So you can lower chaturanga, keeping the chest nice and strong, opening the collarbones, and then go ahead and pull your heart up and through as you inhale over to the tops of the feet, stretching the arms nice and tall, pulling those, make sure that you're pulling your shoulders down away from the ears, pressing those shoulder blades into the chest, pulling the tailbone down, very important. And then exhale. Nice and slow, lifting the hips back up into our Adho Mukha Svanasana. Deep inhale here, realign yourself. Good, maybe pedaling it out just a little bit here. As we inhale, we're going to come up to the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, press into the palms, grip with the fingertips, and then either you can walk, you can float up, you can jump, you can handstand up, however, come to the top. We're going to extend the heart forward to inhale into our Ardha Uttanasana, keeping the belly nice and firm, bending the knees if necessary, keeping our neutral spine, drawing the shoulders away, just staying here for just a moment. Nice, slow, steady inhale. Exhale to forward fold. Make sure the chest is close to the thighs, bending the knees if possible. Inhale very slowly, very carefully, extending the arms out to the side, and then straight to up overhead, drawing the hands to your heart center, Anjali hands. Deep inhale here. We started on the floor, and here we are facing the opposite direction, up. We're beginning our 360. Deep inhale here, extend the arms straight up. Exhale, release them out to the side, swan diving forward. Good. Press the hands into the floor, under the shoulders. We're going to step back with one foot followed by the other into our plank. Let's lower down chaturanga. Good. Come back up into our Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, our up dog as we inhale, nice and slowly, moving with the breath. Rolling over the toes, pressing into the hands, pushing the hips up and back into our Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. Shifting forward, back into our plank, shifting back up as we exhale, back into our Adho Mukha Svanasana. Okay, so listen for the change here. A little bit of a difference, okay? We're going to bend the knees, sit the hips back. We're going to jump or float or walk up. So however you get there, your fingers are your brakes. And then we're just going to lower it down, bring the feet to touch, or you can cross them over. Extend the legs out, so very carefully rolling back, extending the legs back, Open the arms to butterfly, and then coming back up, same thing, recrossing the legs, pressing into the palms, stepping back into our plank, lowering chaturanga, pressing up, staying. We're going to press back up into our plank. You can use your knees as necessary, pressing the hips up and back. Deep inhale, bending the knees. Same thing, float up, cross the legs or toes to touch, roll back, extend arms back behind the head, lifting back up, crossing the legs. We're just doing some roll throughs, stepping back into our plank, lowering down chaturanga, pressing back up into our plank, and then hips come up and back into our Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let's keep going. Bend the knees, jump, walk, or step up. Lower back down, hips down, rolling back into our nice little lifted crunch, rolling forward back into our plank, lowering chaturanga, pressing back up to our plank. Good, hips come up and back. 2 more times, you guys. Bend the knees, jump, float, walk up, toes come together, knees come out, rolling back. Let's come back up, press the hands, step back into our plank, lower chaturanga. You can use your knees as well, even if you get tired, pressing back up into plank. Good, hips come back up to Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend the knees, 1 more time, jump up, knees come out, extend the arms behind the head, a little bit of a crunch. Same thing, we're coming back forward, pressing down, lower chaturanga, pressing back up into your plank, hips come up and back into our Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good job, you guys. Lower the knees down, take a little break, toes to touch, back into our Balasana. Deep inhale here, come back onto into our plank, stepping back. We're gonna lower all the way down into Cobra here, extending the arms out to the side, reaching our right leg up and over, creating a little bit of a twist here. Deep inhale here, touching your toe to the back, maybe of the left thigh area. Deep inhale, exhale, release and lower back down. Deep inhale here, exhale, twist the head, so looking to the left side this time. We're going to lift the left leg up, wrap it around to touch the floor on the right side. And deep inhale, opening the hip up, keeping the tailbone drawing down, and then release. And drawing the hands back in, lifting up to your Cobra, firming the thighs in towards each other, pressing the toes into the floor, back pressing into the chest. Exhale, releasing back down. Let's press back up into our plank. Exhale, press the hips up into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend the knees, jump up into Ardha Uttanasana. Deep inhale here. Exhale, and fold forward, Uttanasana. And then inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. Good. Exhale, Samasthiti, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, float them out to the side. Press the palms into the floor. Let's jump back into our chaturanga. Or you guys can step back. So I'm going to jump back, landing chaturanga. Inhale, pulling the heart through, flipping over the toes, pressing the arms up, pulling the shoulders down, tailbone down. Exhale, roll over the toes, back into my Adho Mukha Svanasana, pressing, realigning, pressing, and finding my breath again. Pedaling out maybe, moving into your body a little bit more. You'll notice heat building up, maybe a little bit more intense now. And deep inhale, reach the right leg straight up. Exhale, draw that knee into the chest, rolling into your plank, and then release the foot down below the knee. Deep inhale here, coming all the way up. Release the left heel down, so your front heel to back arch. We're sealing the back outer edge of the foot down, coming up into our Virabhadrasana 2. So warrior 2. Deep inhale, curling the right hip under, lifting straight up, firming that thigh, making sure our knees pointed towards the second toe, not rolling in. So pulling, actively pulling that right hip underneath, curling it, drawing the hips towards each other. Deep inhale here. And exhale, just find your pose. Inhale again. And then we're going to rotate the right foot parallel to the left foot and lift the arms up. releasing down, bringing the hands to heart center. Inhale, lifting up, extending the arms straight up, palms towards each other. Turn the palms as we extend down. Rotate the arms straight out to the side, bringing them back into the chest, into Prasarita, into a half lift here. And our hands are just at heart center. Inhale again, reach the arms straight out to the side, lifting them back up. Exhale, release the hands now to the floor this time. Release the body to the floor. Good deep inhale here. So we're tipping over the pelvis here, over the legs, drawing the front thighs up, pressing evenly into the feet, making sure you seal the outer edges of the feet. Deep inhale. Exhale, pressing into the left palm, move it to the center, so under the chin, and then inhale to lift the right arm straight up. You're pressing the body up just a little bit with that left arm. Deep inhale here, just a little bit of a twist, so don't let the hips move. We want to keep the hips right in the center. Stay for the exhale, finding ease here, softening the ribs in. Deep inhale, release the right arm back down. Let the body just fall and fold. Inhale, lifting halfway up, press the right hand into the floor. Same thing on the left side. So we're going to reach and twist around the spine, lifting the left arm straight up or out to the side possibly. So reaching up. Deep inhale here. Good. Stay balanced in the feet, twisting around the spine, so no moving all over the place. Exhale, release the hand back down towards the floor. We're going to bring the hands back to our heart center. Rebend the knees, lifting all the way up. Good. Good job, you guys. So let's now rotate. So we're going to rotate from the left hip and rotate forward, the toe and the knee forward. Deep inhale, extend the arms straight up to the side, and then back into our nice little Virabhadrasana. So make sure you're sealing the outer edge of the right foot. Deep inhale, lifting up off the pelvis. Remember, now we're tucking the left cheek underneath, drawing the hips towards each other. Exhale. Good. Softening. Inhale again. Exhale, go ahead and release that left foot back forward once again. So we're going to do this Prasarita again, but we're doing a little bit different. So we're going to inhale, the hands are out to the side. And then exhale, twist right arm, so you're twisting in front of the body like we just did, lowering halfway, reaching left arm up, right arm towards the left toe, coming back up, opposite side. So we're just actively doing our twist. Lower, up, 2, 3, 4, keep the thighs nice and strong, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 2 more. 9. Nice and strong with the legs. And 10. Good job. Standing back up. Deep inhale here. Let's re-rotate the right hip out to the front. Deep inhale. Exhale. Roll the arms back over. We're going to lift up onto the toes of the back foot and then press into the palms to lift the knee, right foot meets the left toe, back into our Adho Mukha Svanasana. Deep inhale here, shift forward, back into our plank, lower chaturanga. Pull the heart up and through to inhale into Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Remember, pressing shoulder blades into the back. Good. And then lift the hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good, you guys. And deep inhale here. Lift the left leg straight up. Good. And then draw the knee into the chest, place the foot beneath the knee, lower the right heel down, and then we're just going to circle back up to our Virabhadrasana 2. Here we are again. A deep inhale here, finding ease, finding some steadiness, pulling that left hip under. Good. And then here we go. We're going to now rotate the right arm down and under, lifting it up as we straighten the left foot parallel to the right foot, and then we're going to continue rotating the right hip forward. So we're coming into Vira on the other side. Right arm's going to come straight forward, left arm continues through to come back into our Vira the other way. So again, we're just going to do the same thing. So left arm's now going to scoop under, lifting both arms up, straightening the front toe parallel to the left. Left hip's going to externally rotate. Right arm follows through back to our Virabhadrasana. Good job. Keep going. Deep inhale, lifting up, right arm circles up. Both arms circle, parallel the feet. Good. Right hip's going to twist. Good job. Left arm follows through, back into our virab. Nice. Let's extend the left arm back, wrapping it around the leg. Left leg. Reaching up and over, sinking just a little bit deeper into that front hip. Good. Reaching up and over, opening the shoulder up, that right shoulder. Being sure to lift with the heart. Don't dump into the lower back. Exhale. Release the arms out to the side. Good job. I'll stay here for just a moment, just a little bit longer. Perfect. Let's go ahead and rotate now. The left arm is going to come all the way down and through. Place the hands on the floor, lifting the back heel up. Hands are on the inside of the right foot. Deep inhale to open the foot out to the side, followed by the knee. We're going to roll the back down, coming into our Vasasana. So lifting the right arm straight up, pressing into the left palm evenly, lifting up, creating nice firm ground with that left side body. So you want to lift, pulling the hip up away from the floor. Not lifting like this, but just firming. Good. And then when you're ready, if you're ready, lifting up, pulling the sacrum into the body, we're going to now lift that right foot up into a full Vasasana. And then go ahead and draw the knee up, opening it up into a tree in Vasasana. Deep inhale here. Exhale, release the foot to the outside, to the back, lifting the hips up, reaching behind you into our wild thing. Deep inhale, pressing into the floor at the left arm, lifting the sacrum up into the body. Good. Lowering the hips down to the floor. We're just going to lower the hips down. We're going to now open the right knee out towards the side. Bring the arms and the body upright. Grab onto the knee. Reach the left arm straight up. And then exhale to twist to the left, reaching towards that left foot. So creating space like we did in the very beginning and that left torso. So being sure you don't just crowd it. So we want to just keep actively pulling the hip, the kneecap up towards your body, and then pulling that hip back. Deep inhale, stretching out the right side body. Perfect. Keep breathing. Nice full inhale. Exhale. Release the hands. We're now going to bring the knee back up. We're just going to press into the floor, bending the left knee, coming forward, back onto our left foot. Press the palms or the fingertips into the floor, lifting into a half split here. So lifting with the right inner thigh straight up towards the sky. Pressing in evenly into that left foot. Deep inhale here. Let's just go for some little pulses. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the back leg, bending the front knee. Deep inhale into our crescent pose. Perfect. And then exhale. Release the hands back down to the floor. Lift the left foot to meet the right foot. We're going to shift forward. Lower chaturanga. Pull the heart through to inhale, urdhva. Deep inhale here. Actively pulling the hips away from the floor. And then exhale, lifting the hips up and back into our Adho Mukha Svanasana. This is a beautiful pose. It becomes a wonderful, nice resting pose, sort of resting pose. Keep pedaling, keep the spine nice and neutral. So nice straight energy line through the sacrum. Full inhales here. Keep breathing into the back body. Exhale. Good. And then when you're ready, go ahead and lift your left leg straight up. Deep inhale. Exhale, shift forward, bring the knee into the chest. Lower that left foot underneath the knee. We're going to lower the right heel down, extend the arms back up, coming back into our Virabhadrasana. Deep inhale here. Tucking the left hip under. Lots of Vira 2s today. Good. Exhale, softening. Good. Inhale, remember we're going to rotate the right arm up and under. We're going to switch the left foot forward, parallel with the right foot, and then extend. Remember the left hand all the way through, right arm goes straight, bending the knee. Good, veer on the right leg. Same thing, left arm's gonna come through, up, over, straighten, both arms come up, and then we're gonna extend the left arm forward as we bend the front knee. Deep inhale, right arm comes up and forward, parallel the feet, twist the right leg to the front. Good. One more time. Deep inhale, and then exhale, twisting the left hip. Inhale, release the right arm down towards behind the right hip and the right thigh. Inhale, reaching up with the left arm, opening that shoulder up. Make sure to press the shoulder blades into the heart. Deep inhale. Exhale, release the arms back into our virab. Very nice. Circle the arms back down, lifting the back heel up, placing the hands on the inside of the left foot. We're going to walk the foot out to the side, pointing it straight out to the side. We're going to roll over to the right heel, lifting, pressing into the right arm, lifting the left arm straight up to Ravashisasana. Deep inhale here. Exhale, a tailbone draws down. When you're ready, go ahead and release that left foot out to a full Vashisasana. So you can extend the foot in front of the other foot. Baby steps here. Find ease here. I know this is very difficult, but find your ease, find your breath. And when you're ready, draw the knee up towards the sky. Let the left foot rest on the right thigh into our tree in Vashisasana. And deep inhale. Exhale, release the left foot behind, lifting up into our wild thing, pressing the sacrum into the body, reaching the shoulder blades into the chest, opening the front body. Exhale, release the hips down to the floor. Oh, feels good. Open the knee out to the side. We're going to take a deep inhale, reaching the right arm up. Exhale, you can place the left hand on the knee. Exhale, let's fold into that right foot. So pulling that right hip back towards your body, allowing a little body stretch here. You can also reach with your left hand, just to intensify it, keeping that foot nice and flexed. When you're ready, deep inhale to lift up. Let's draw the knee back up. We're going to press into the front foot, the one that's close to you. Re-bend the right knee using your hands to guide you, and then press up with the right foot, lifting the left foot off the floor back into our half split. So our left leg is lifting. A deep inhale. Good. Let's come into some nice little pulses here. So 5, 4, nice and slow. 3, 2, and 1. Keep holding it. Lower back down, bending the front knee, coming back into your crescent pose. Find your balance. Perfect. Exhale, release the hands to the floor. Lift the right knee up and press it back. Let's just go straight to Chaturanga. Pull the heart up and through. Good, Urdhva. And then lift the hips up and back as you exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good, pedaling out. Go ahead and take a break here if you'd like. We're almost done with this. You may take a little break with some water. One more time here. Let's lift back up. And deep inhale. Press the hips up and back into our Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. Let's lift the right leg up towards the sky from the inner thigh. Draw the knee into the chest. Place the foot under the knee. Deep inhale. Lift the arms up, coming up. Deep inhale. I'm pulling that left hip nice and forward. We're going to extend and twist to the right side. So twisting the right arm back, left arm forward. Deep inhale, keep that left heel aimed up. Don't let it fall to the side. So inhale here, exhale, Begin to twist, so lift the right arm back up. We're gonna lower onto the back heel, extending the leg towards the front, so we're parallel to the short edge of the mat, pulling the right toes in, and here we go. We're just gonna do the same thing. So left hip is opening. We're gonna draw the right heel up, let the left arm cross down and over. So we're twisting now to the left side. Deep inhale, exhale, and then inhale, lift the left arm up. Let's go into our twist. The same thing, left arm lowers to the front, right arm drops and lifts to the back. And again, right arm comes under and up. We parallel to the front. Good. We begin to externally rotate the left hip. Let the right arm extend forward. Left arm goes up and over to extend back. Good job. Lower the right hand down towards the floor. Left arm's going to come up towards the sky. Deep inhale here. Exhale, pressing off the left foot. We're just going to lift the right hip, the right foot up off the floor, using our fingertips, maybe a block, and just lift our right hip up into a twisting Ardha Chandrasana. Keep the left hip pulled down. Keep drawing into the center of the body. Keep length in the chest and the spine. Deep inhale here. Exhale, lower back down. Lower the left arm back down. Lift the left foot to meet the right foot. Lower into Chaturanga. Pull the heart through as you inhale into Urdhva Mukha. Lift the hips up and back into your Adho Mukha Svanasana. You guys still with me, I hope. Keep breathing. And deep inhale, lift the left leg up. And draw the knee into the chest. Lower the foot down under the knee. We're just going to come back up into our crescent. Here we are again. Same thing. Extend the left arm up and overhead, twisting towards the left side. Right arm forward, left arm back. We're going to scoop the left arm underneath, lower the right heel down, twist the toes parallel, externally rotate the right foot, lifting the back heel up. Let the right arm drop down and under, left arm comes down, twisting crescent, right leg forward. Again, let's do this a couple more times. So right arm's going to come down and up, twist the left heel down, parallel the toes of the right foot. I know you guys. Externally rotate that left foot, left hip, lift the right hip back, drop the left arm, right arm goes forward, left arm goes back. One more time. Coming up and twisting right back. Good. And if you guys do this on your own, or try this alone, you can go a little bit quicker. I'm just trying to show you how to do it. Very nice. Lower the left arm down towards the floor. We're just going to make sure that we have our right hip pulling in, firming that left leg away from the floor. So twisting, opening straight up towards the sky. Deep inhale. And exhale, go ahead and press from the right foot. Walk the hands up just a little bit, lifting that left leg up off the floor. Twisting Ardha Chandrasana. So this is twisting moon pose. Keep that right hip back. Pull the hips in towards each other and keep lifting from the inner thigh of the back leg. Find ease. Don't dump into that left hand. Deep inhale. Lower the left leg back down. Very good. Plant the hands down. Lift the right foot to meet the left foot. We're going to shift forward. One more time. Lower Chaturanga. Pull the heart forward to inhale, Urdhva. Lift the hips up and back, Adho. Deep inhale here. Bend the knees. Lower the hips down. Look where you're going to jump or float or walk. Lift the hips up and come back up into our Urdhva Uttanasana. Lift the heart. Create space in the spine. Allow your pelvis just to tip over the legs. Deep inhale. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Very good. We're almost done. Okay, so bring your hands to heart center. Let's go over our mats. And what we're going to do is we're going to lift our right leg straight up, bringing our knee into our chest, rooting down evenly into that left foot. Let's go ahead and hook our right fingers, so our pointer finger and middle finger around the right toes, the big toe. Extend the leg out, and you may even look like this. That's perfectly fine. If you want to just grab your knee, that's fine as well. So we're just going to extend out, keeping the spine nice and straight. So if you need to keep your knee bent, that's out here, pulling that shoulder forward. So inhale, let's extend the leg out to the side. A deep inhale here. Keeping that left hip in, the right hip pulled down. And then when you're ready, bend the knee, roll over to the back of the foot. I'm grabbing the back of the foot, and then we're just going to reach forward as we tilt down. The heart's going to come down just a little bit. Pressing into that left foot, we're pressing into the right palm with our right foot. So reaching, pressing the shoulder blades into the heart, so lifting the heart forward, pulling the tailbone down, reaching and lifting up. Inhale. Exhale, go ahead and release the right foot to the floor, shake it out. Let's do the same thing on the other side, so lifting the left knee up. Good, hooking the 2 fingers around the left toe. And then you may notice one side's a little bit tighter than the other side, so we're going to extend that left heel out. Even if it's bent knee, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to do bent knee just to show you, and because I can't really do a straight leg right now. But deep inhale here. Good, and then exhale, go ahead and release out to the side. You can straighten the leg maybe out at the side, that's fine. Keep breathing. If you lose your balance, just come back. So come back to bringing the knee up, extend out to the side. Exhale, bend the knee. Let's bring the hand to the back of the foot, and then we're just going to begin to press into the hand as we pull the heart forward. So we're pulling the heart, the entire chest forward, pressing the shoulder blades into the chest, reaching that right arm forward, pressing into the hand now, pulling the hand, lifting, pulling the tailbone down, making sure we don't dump into our lower back. Deep inhale, find your balance. Exhale, release. Go ahead and make your way to the floor, so you can either just lower down or step down, however you want to come to the floor. And lower back, right back onto your backs again. Let's inhale here. Extend the arms out to the sides. Exhale. Go ahead and lift your right knee up, cross it over your left knee, and then we're just going to let our knees fall to the left side here. A deep inhale, keeping the right shoulder, so adjust yourself if you need to move over just a little bit, so that right knee is stretching a little bit deeper because it's wrapped underneath the left knee right now, and the left knee is putting a little bit of weight. It's like an anchor holding it down. So this is really nice to open up your right side body just a little bit more. No need to force it, just allowing it to do what it wants to do. Your job is just to settle, notice, and soften. Keep breathing. We did a lot of moving around today. Lots of back and forth. When you're ready, bring the knees up. You can uncross that right knee. Open the legs up, the feet up, and then let the knees fall in towards each other. Extend the arms up overhead, reaching like we did in the very beginning, firming the belly, drawing the shoulders down towards the floor. The hands may lift up a little bit. Again, reaching. Exhale, drawing the belly towards the floor. Inhale, let the arms come out to the side. Bring the feet, you can heel to the feet in. Now let's lift the left knee up, cross it over top of the right leg, and then scoochie the hips over possibly. Let the right knees fall to the right side. Make sure that left shoulder blade is towards the floor. It doesn't have to be touching, but just be sure it's not lifting too much like this. Just make sure it's close to touching. And allow your body to fall and settle. Don't push it, don't force it. Don't expect it to do anything. Let it do what it needs to do. And keep breathing. Maybe reconnecting with your ujjayi if you lost it along the way. That's okay. Right now is a good time to use it. Inhale to bring the knees back up. Let's draw the knees into the chest, wrap the arms around the knees maybe, and then just rotations. It's almost like we did in the very beginning. It's like a rewind. Deep inhale, extend the legs out towards the front of the mat, arms reaching out alongside the ears, triceps up, just reaching, creating length in the spine. Soften, no need to firm the belly. Let the arms just open. Elbows can come down so you're in a cactus pose. I'm just staying here for a moment. Keep breathing. Inhale, let the arms come back up to touch. And when you're ready, bring your hands to heart center. Just sealing in your practice. Just maybe showing a little gratitude and thanking yourself for everything it's done for you today. Let's open the arms up and just rest for just a moment, Shavasana. Notice the feeling once again. Notice the mind maybe compared to how it was when you first started. Letting the face drop, letting the eyes relax, relaxing the jaw behind the last teeth, just let it fall. Don't clench the jaw at all. The only thing you notice right now is the breath. It's the only focus, it's the only movement. When you're ready, if you're ready, you can either hit pause and stay here longer, or feel free to bring the knees up, back onto the pads of the feet, let the knees fall to one side, roll onto one bicep, inhale, and exhale. Go ahead and press into the top palm, lifting the shoulder, followed by the head, very slowly, lifting back up into a seated pose. Cross-leg pose, whichever is comfortable for you. You can have your legs out to the sides. And we'll all meet seated upright. And I just want to say once again, thank you for letting me guide you through this practice once again. I hope you stay with me and watch all the rest of my yoga. I hope you love it and take something home with you, whether it's feeling better, whether it's giving you a little bit more energy, whether it's allowing your mind to just clear a little bit more, or just learning how to be in the moment, whatever it may be. I just want to say I am so honored and so grateful for you just tuning in and being here to follow this practice. Namaste.